It was scary, but the thing, it wasn't like on purpose. I just had the butterfly on my finger, and Max was trying to take a picture, and he did take 2 good ones, and then it just kind of like fluttered up and landed on my face, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then right after we found a sign that says "Don't touch the butterflies."
Way to go, guys!
And we are totally not going to see this picture later or anything. Anyways, hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast. ANY and Keyframe wonder about random drivel, and today with us, from the comment section, over the Discord, to the Twitter, and now up in the corner,
the meme.
Wolf and Brony, or what was it before I named you the Kill Mary?
Mary.
You named me Mary Kill before I named myself shit posting something Wolfhead or something like that.
Something with memes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
For people who don't know who you are, or not on the Discord, or don't understand in-jokes, who are you, what do you do, and why should we even care?
Well, whether you care or not is totally up to you, but let's see. I react to Brony content, I rap, I am somewhat of a meme lord, I'm a funny guy, or so I've been told, and I read bad fan fiction, and that's basically.
Ooh, that's always a good
Those
one.
are all very good points. I still don't care, but how has been your week? Has there been any highlights or stories you want to share with the class?
But we also
Sadly, yeah.
Oh, he's
They can't hear that.
They can.
They
You
can. You can.
Rare.
Okay.
Rare,
embarrassed
Jack
now.
might be cannon. Somebody call him mechanic. Somebody call up the
The
doctor.
good thing is we should not get any copyright strikes unless you want to strike us.
It directly comes from me. If I was like some fucking internet fat cat going, are they playing my shit without my permission?
But Key is in it, so she can probably claim her own face or something.
I did reference Keyframe, and she could like fucking like be like.
I could Ray William Johnson this and be like, what? How dare you? Anyways, let's move on.
There, Keyframe. Hey. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah, ANY just doesn't want to point out the fact he wasn't in the song.
What name?
All around me are familiar faces. Anyway, has there been any highlights or fun events in your life recently, Wolf, that you want to share with us?
Sadly, because I do not have much of a social life, like most people on the internet, the only highlight I have is that tweet I made and the reaction to it from like various people.
Let's talk about this tweet. Let's just jump right into it.
Oh no.
Close to it.
You are on our shit list, buddy, because this this fucking tweet has almost as many views as the actual video it came from.
Does it really?
Yeah,
no, it doesn't.
Golden's video only has like 3.1k views. Your thing has almost 2,000 something. You realize this?
Wait. Scrolling. There it is. 2,500 views.
But how does this keep
Oh, that's. I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, Celestia's sake.
Oh my god.
There is no room to breathe down there.
I don't look at my tweets very often.
Listen, guys,
but I will say
whatever this is. I mean, I accepted the invite. And
after I made that tweet, I went to bed. Then I woke up. And then, like, fucking, I got a message from Golden, Brett. You may have heard of him once or twice. And he called me an inglorious son of a bitch.
What's this I hear
Sounds
about
like him.
podcast?
And then, and I just looked at that message. I was like, he saw it. And yes, you can call me that. That fits in my description.
This gives me the same feeling as when I went to bed one night ago. Not one night ago, but when I put up that Coke-chan cosplay tweet and I woke up and it was at like 60 something, and I was like, oh yeah, it finally hit 100 retweets, by the way.
So now you have to.
I saw that.
Coke-chan coming. Yeah. Oh boy, vanilla Coke-chan, because but no, when we watched this and we saw how many views it got, we were both proud and a little disheartened. Because then Max was like, I know exactly what to make the promo for the podcast. And I was like, what? I'm doing the math to see how many AWKWARDCast view counts equates to how many views the meme has. And as he was doing the math, I can hear his soul falling down a staircase slowly, and then up the staircase, because the staircase is actually an escalator, so the stairs never end.
I mean, I eventually gave up when I summed up all AWKWARDCast uploads of 2019, which are, I believe this is the 11th episode now, is it the 12th already?
It's one of them.
One of them.
It's 11, I think.
Yeah, this might be.
How many Sundays are in this year? Because we've never missed a Sunday.
This is number 11.
Hey, I was right.
Which also makes it number 11 means 86, I would say.
Yeah, we're in the 80s now, guys.
86th episode of AWKWARDCast, period.
Yeah, but yeah, so congrats, Wolf. You did a wonderful tweet. And no one on this tweet probably knows what the AWKWARDCast is. I'm just saying, 62...
Can I say something about that real fast?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I made the mistake of looking through like who liked it and who retweeted it. Oh no.
Who did like it? Who did retweet it?
There's a bunch of inappropriate accounts.
Are they like the RP accounts? Like...
They're the kind of accounts that just retweet
porn.
Smut. Yes.
Yes, baby, we're on porn accounts, baby.
And that only happened one other time when I made the same gag. I make like little video gags, and I made one about Losses OC, and it was the joke where you know that sub special where like at the end her ass is hanging out of a cannon.
Yeah, the April Fool's one.
Yeah, and I think I was like, why are the borders around your butt thicker than the borders around your body? And I made a joke about that. And then the same freaking thing is like, God, what was I saying? The same freaking thing is like, I go through the likes, bunch of lewd accounts. I think I'm attracting the wrong audience.
No, you're attracting the right audience. You have a little furry character, and you have a brony, so you get both repressed sexual fan bases. and where does repressed sexual people go? The internet. Also, I looked at one of those retweets, and the description was, "I'm a sexy anthro, 18 plus only."
You see?
But yeah, so.
Please clap. Yeah, thank you. I worked really hard. It took me 10 minutes to make. Thank you.
Really?
Yeah, well, you know what?
For 10 minutes?
Impressive for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes, the editing is not bad.
I've seen people do less and worse in 10 minutes. But anyway, so I guess if that's all your things, we have us.
We have us.
Yeah, so I've been here for a week and torturing this man with my great charisma and presence. I
have to admit that you've been dragging him to place after place, right?
I think you can call me the real life rough nut with a smaller chin, because I'm just so charismatic. It doesn't show up on the light. You can't call for help.
You keep talking.
Okay, but no. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff, and the first thing we did was Monday. Okay, sorry. Right? It is a very distracting image right next to me right now. But no, like after Max got back from work, leaving early because he's a cool dude. It says send help. But no.
911. I'd like to report an emergency.
We're best friends. But no, after we got... How many chins was that? You turned into Kermit.
Don't call me Kermit, all right? I am not Kermit.
Yeah, you could Kermit the dog. But no, so after... This is the fourth take. After we took a train, then we took another train, then we took a bus, which led to another bus, and we saw over the horizon... Oh. In this dark, creepy middle of nowhere. Let me just say this. we had a great discussion about how apparently I'm a fucking pussy because when I'm in a dark, creepy, middle of nowhere wooded area where there's only houses every few miles, I'm the pussy because I think that there's a fucking Hills Have Eyes, Chainsaw Massacre family somewhere around there, and he's just like, why do you think like that?
Yeah, I went out in the pitches of blackest of nightest.
What? You want to say that again?
The pitches of blackest of nightest. I went out there to walk my dog through the woods of Germany before. This will not work. Wait, this will also not work.
No, continue. Why don't you take the turn on the story wheel?
Where did I put the... Seriously, where did I put the
Welcome to
pen?
the AWKWARDCast. We occasionally talk about our week. Anyways.
Seriously, where did I put the pen?
How did you lose a...
I don't know.
Da, 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 da,
I mean, there's
da,
one
da.
more. This is an unused one. So
Anyways, so why don't you tell from your point of view when we got to the dome?
Well, we arrived at the dome.
Wow, you're a great storyteller. Anyways, so yes, my birthday was last Tuesday. Well, this last Tuesday. I am now a 22-year-old lady. But like, and as a birthday gift, this boy right here took me to Tropical Islands, which is this self-contained tropical biodome in the middle of buttfuck nowhere Berlin. And it is...
How nice of him to do that.
Yeah, it was so cool. Like, the thing is, you could see pictures of what this place looks like from the outside.
Oh, holy mother of fuck.
Yeah, that's that during the summer. They can't see it. They're on Twitter.
No, but I'm sharing. I'm screen sharing.
Oh, I can't. There we go.
I'm screen sharing.
But no, like, it's the largest freestanding building in the world that doesn't have, like, a pole through it. I think it's like the third largest in the world if you count the other two that have poles in the middles. But like, yeah, someone just took it and was like, hey, this thing that held Zeppelins isn't being used anymore. Let's make a tropical biodome. And it was, we saw how big this thing was when we walked in. We were like, oh, shit.
Ooh, here we have a complete view with a little bit of bullseye.
So you have the lagoon area, which is on the left, and then this tropical rainforest area, and then the beach, and then off screen is like the water slides, which were
up here,
which Max hurt both of his elbows on. We have stories about that.
I'm going in there. Ow!
Yeah, basically.
The right one is still. Whenever I try to pull a thinker or something, it hurts ever since.
The solution is don't think.
I try this every day.
You know, we got there and we did some night swimming like cool people. I was drowned multiple times by him. And then I would try chasing him. And this would result in this turn of events repeatedly happening. I would get close to him. He'd pick me up like I was some kind of koala bear. And then he's like, let's go to the waterfalls, because they had giant waterfalls and not like sliding down, like just beating down water. And I'm like, no, let's not. Let's go to the waterfalls, Chrissy. And then I would just be like, no. Also, the lifeguards...
Like flailing your arms and legs around like, someone please help.
You're way too accurate with that, because it's just this tiny woman trying to escape the grass. Meanwhile, this insane German man's like, ha, 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 to the waterfalls. And then... And I'm trying to pull him in.
To draw a picture how strong this waterfall was. I stood under it for a few minutes, and it got my iron shoulders finally loosened up a little bit. Because
is it that kind of like water, not water pressure, but like the water is beating down so hard that like the instant you stand up under it, you kind of like poof and like that.
Not that hard, but it was hard.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the lagoon was very nice. And then the next day we were like, okay, now we travel. And we went to like the beach area, which is like this pool, and that was fun. And
I'm trying to find the lagoon. There it is.
Yeah,
with waterfalls. There you can see the waterfalls.
That's the lagoon, and there's the waterfalls.
Plop, over here.
We had.
Oh, that's not so bad. I thought it was like an actual.
It feels worse. It feels worse when you're under it. But
Okay.
then there was also like the night we were there, we had to get some dinner and we were eating, and this waiter was assuming things because of our genders, but like the. We ordered food.
Yeah, we ordered a nice fish with white wine sauce and tagliatelle.
And a thing of spare ribs. And the waiter came over to this small woman and this big German man.
Looks.
And was about to put down the ribs in front of Max and the fish in front of me. And we were like, no, turn it around. And he was like,
oh.
And then I got rib sauce in my hair because I'm a slob. But then,
Yes.
the next day when we had... But then the next day when we had lunch, he was the slob.
Well, is this the point where I have to...
Yes, we have to...
Do I still have the picture open somewhere?
I don't know.
Mister, I can't keep
the
sauce inside of the sandwich.
I still have the picture open.
We had a burger and he demolished it and it became a meme. Thank you for all 60 people that made memes. But this one's my favorite.
It is one of the best, it's true.
But besides that, we went to like the butterfly room and everything. A butterfly attacked me. Look at this nice, calm, serene picture where I look very nice.
And now look at this version of the same picture.
And then reality hits.
All around me are familiar faces.
Oh my God, Wolfette, not you too. Did she get you to watch Jenna Marbles?
Yes. He watched when she made a chair out of jeans.
Yeah, that one
one's
was
great.
hilarious.
Wolf, why?
Maybe if you watched her and gave her a chance. But no.
Okay, I guess it's the right point to start my beef with Jenna Marble.
Oh no.
Jenna Marble has a
shit, shit got really fast.
Yeah. And now I have to remember my own quote from earlier today. Jenna Marble's humor is on the same level, or musical humor is on the same level as Shrek 3.
It's out there. He said it.
Well,
come at me, Jenna.
Thank you for watching the Awkward Cast. We're going to be bombarded by the Dink fam, and I'm not going to support his larceny. I am a member of the Dinks, and I have to condemn you for your the views of one host does not define the views of the other co-hosts on Awkward Cast TM. Trademark the Awkward Cast. But no, yeah. So we had a fun time, and we
also compare hair colors.
Oh yeah, this was the first night.
Yeah, before 2 days of chlorine.
And this is after 2.5 days of chlorine. Oh, but there were other things. So we had water slides, and they had 3. One was like a tube, and then there was a nice yellow one that you slide on your back, and then there was the blue one. No one was going on the blue one because
I found it. There we go.
The blue one is fucking tall. And
I would have went on the blue one. That is
we did. We went on the blue one first.
Yes.
Like that was our first one, and he didn't like it because he had to close his eyes, or else he would have lost his contact lenses. Meanwhile,
because seriously, it was like.
Yeah, the water was right in the face.
Oh, come on, because otherwise I would have entered with contacts and left without them.
But yeah, and then the red one was just a fun little inner tube one, but the yellow one always had the longest line, and we wondered, why does it have the longest line? Because people don't know how to get speed on goddamn water slides. No, because they would sit on their butts and go like this instead of doing, pincer mode, and we were just watching, waiting, looking down to see when they would finally get to the bottom. It was funny as fuck. And then finally there was Amazonia. Now keep in mind, we're in Germany right now, and it's been in like the 30s and 40s for the past few days. Amazonia is the outdoor area with heated pools. And we were like, we have to go out there at least once. And we we did. And they had a white water area where you slide around in white water rapids. He got yelled at.
Oh yeah, I got yelled at.
What did you do? Why are you pissing off the staff?
He went head first.
I got turned around here, and I was for a moment like, what? With my back first, and yeah. And
he's just like, I went so slow, I don't know why. Meanwhile, because I'm a tiny little bullet, I guess, I was just going like, phew, phew, phew.
Speed frame.
Oh, I was speed frame. But yeah, besides that, we went on a hot air balloon, which was interesting because it's so big you can go on a hot air balloon.
Literally taken from us from the hot air balloon.
Yeah, and then there was a spa. We're just gonna say this. There was a lot of saunas, and I discovered my heat tolerance for some of these things were not good. There was like a couple where I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then there was ones where after 5 minutes, I'm looking over at Max, drenched in sweat, being like, I need to get out of here.
So, since I cannot remember where the boiling point of water is in Fahrenheit, like 18 degrees under boiling temperature.
Oh, yeah. And then there was like, they have little things to regulate your body temperature. One of them is a bucket of water.
There's this bucket.
And I didn't.
Come on, pull it, Key. Pull it.
And I didn't know. I didn't know how cold it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like lukewarm or like room temp. Keep in mind, this is a very peaceful, like spa.
It wasn't about to be after what you were about.
It should have clued you off that it took like 20 feet distance.
And then I went, ah! And I ran like out from under it, and I just see Max go like, and I could see everyone at these old people that are at the spa looking up like, one of them worried, one of them like looking like on the edge of laughter. But then he got his karma. Because there was a shower, there was a shower regulator thing, and he was like, "What does tropic mean?" Shoo, 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 shoo. Getting hit with ice cold water.
So Tropic is like one of those like weird ass shower heads where it shoots jets of water out at you a different direction.
Yes, it was amazing. But yeah, we had a lot of fun going there. We were exhausted by the end of it. You know, Wednesday we went on our trip home and we're like, oh God, we're so tired. What time is it? Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. And you know but that wasn't all of our fun. Because we had a very eventful Saturday, and one of the events will be our media.
Okay.
But the other event was
I'm not prepared.
Our other event was Max is a dumbass when it comes to grocery shopping.
Oh, that one, yeah, that one.
You
want
to tell this story, Maxie?
Did you forget to buy something really specific?
No, well,
oh, yeah,
we did that twice this week, where we just forgot batteries after going to the store twice, and then we forgot iced tea mix twice. But no, the thing was, we needed to get a couple groceries, and he was like, no, we're not going to go to the Etika that we go to. There's one that's slightly closer, and since it's like raining and cold and muddy outside, you know, it would probably be best. This place didn't have anything we need. So not only did
Way to go, Max.
Not only did we have to go back, we also went to the Etika and then back. So we were out twice as long than what we even needed to be. And meanwhile, he's complaining about possibly stepping in mud.
Yes, there was mud because it was a rainy day. And as we learned from me eating burgers, I don't like messiness.
And hey, we warmed up catching up on Ladybug, which, oh God, torturous experience.
Season 3 is brutal.
Except for the Thomas Ostruck episode. And then we went to go see How to Train Your Dragons 3. We'll talk about that later.
Do I have a picture?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you mean the picture we took like 50 attempts with?
There. Freaky Key. Freaky.
It's not that freaky.
Key looks like she just hit the Mega Millions and that she is also currently a serial killer.
Well, the thing was, before this picture, I was both laughing because of how many attempts we had to take and also freezing cold.
But yeah, here's also something that is... People who follow my Twitter know that I often take those pictures before, like, especially with this overhead thingy, because I have usually all movies that play currently, a poster of it, and I take the picture like, I'm seeing a movie, more on the AWKWARDCast. I never had the problem that the pictures were so super lighted. I mean, you can barely make out that it was How to Train Your Dragon 3, because it's all very, very white and bright and shit.
And the funny thing was,
and then, I was figuring it out with
and as soon as I come into frame, the picture gets brighter.
It literally, Keyframe is so white that the entire picture lights up and the posters are not visible anymore. This is like when she disappeared behind my shoulder for testing it, and whoop, How to Train a Dragon became visible. She came out again, whoop. It's true.
But like, but yeah, but the other thing we did, which was something like when we were planning stuff to do for this week, I was like, I want to see if I could find some VR thing because I love doing VR stuff, and we both like escape rooms. So I found a VR escape room, and the first thing that when I sent the link to Mac showing it, he was like, "We're doing this."
Hell yeah!
And we got the last spot of the evening, so we went at night. And yeah, so we went to this place called Exit VR, and no one could see the picture.
Not yet. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Chill, bro.
Yeah.
Chill. But yeah, continue talking about Huxley.
Why don't you talk about it? I've been chattering about right now.
Yeah.
You guys look like you were walking down like a red carpet venue and like photo bombed.
Just saying, you wouldn't believe how much we were like twinsies that night, and it wasn't even intentional because I'm usually wearing dark shirts, but suddenly we both had white shirts, blue jeans, and brown shoes. It's scary how much we matched. We looked like Trip and Play. Like it was great.
Huxley Huxley.
I think you should
This
just
looks
do the
like a
2018.
trailer, doesn't it?
There was one that literally said 2018 trailer.
Oh.
But anyway, talk about Huxley, Max, and the fun that we had.
talking about the Huxley. So yeah, what it basically was as the name said, you get VR. I mean, we have been to the Star Wars thing we talked ages ago, and which was a VR experience where you also walk around in a room. And here's the thing is that this was a bit weird. We are in separate rooms so that we could not bump into each other, 2 separate small rooms, and we had actual controllers and did not interact with our environment itself, but it still worked out and was pretty fun.
We got to be furries.
Yeah, with the controllers, we picked our avatars, so it was like, the problem is you pick the one you think looks best, but
then you can't see
yeah,
yourself.
but we were in this room, like, obviously virtually, and we have and it is designed in a way that you teleport around a lot, and but yeah, there's a perspective that we actually have and go through. You are not in one room. This is a little bit of false advertisement. Once again, you are in rooms next to each other. You are connected via headset, so you hear each other. And
we had our sassy game master.
Oh yeah.
So,
she was the bard that she is, played in a way that pissed him off, and he was like, "Oh."
You get little text screens that said that he types out and he says stuff, and then I'm like, but then we solved it without his help, and he's like, or you could do it that way, like it works out. But he was a fox, I was an owl, and during the entire time, while we were doing things, he's the one trying to figure out things meticulously. I'm grabbing things and throwing them to put other things in, and then when we're in the elevator together, I'm punching him in the face and like with my little pink controller hands. And then he shoots me in the face with an arrow, and it made my software malfunction, so they had to fix my VR headset. Luckily, it was the end. And we actually were the best group that day, like best time, because we had like 11 minutes to spare.
Yes, it's 44 minutes. 44 minutes total, and then you lose the game if you haven't finished it at this point. And the thing is, when we came there for this photo shoot, he had to remove the old numbers, and the old number was like 4350. So the team before us finished with 10 seconds to spare only, like last moment, and we're like, we're too good. We lost like 11 minutes of entertainment. Like,
yeah.
We're too good at solving mysteries.
And not good at
rewriting
shooting
history.
arrows.
Child's play. Get this out of my face.
It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
It was a cool way to spend the evening, and that was our week. And then today we just got drunk watching Riverdale because
That's
St.
true.
Patrick's Day.
And we already talked about Riverdale last week. What the? Oh.
Yeah, so I guess now we move it back to our great old guest to talk about media, because he brought a very happy media, didn't you?
Oh, ha ha ha! Hilarious pun you got there.
But yeah, I saw a trailer for the show. I am super curious about this show, and I'm interested to hear what you have to say about it. If you go spoilers, let me know, then I can make spoiler and take my headphone off.
Okay. Happy is about an ex-cop who is now a hitman who holy fuck, I lost all my thoughts in a second.
Isn't he trying to find his daughter?
He's trying to find his daughter. That's a spoiler right there. But it comes throughout in the first episode.
I just want to say, this is the setup. Setup doesn't count as spoiler.
Okay, he's trying to find his daughter.
Wait, is your face frozen?
Is it? Holy shit, it is.
Oh no.
How long has his face been
All
frozen?
around me are frozen faces.
Flop.
Chat, I blame you.
There,
we go.
you're moving.
You're back.
alive
Now,
again.
now talk about Christopher Bologna and Patton Oswalt.
Okay, so Happy is about a guy who used to be a perfect detective, but now he's an alcoholic hitman. He was hired to kill the Scaramucci brothers or whatever, and the girl that he's trying to find has a little unicorn imaginary friend named Happy, and that's played by Patton Oswalt, as we all know. And it has a tropey contrast where Happy is all about, oh, I believe in people, and I'm a unicorn, and I'm, people are the best. And with the ex-cop, it's a contrast of oh, people are scummy, and, people. I always expect the worst out of people and stuff like that. And so, I'm sorry, I'm not really good at explaining media.
But how did you? I mean, that's basically.
It's by. Yeah, play it.
Woofdata. But yeah, how did it make you feel? Who would you recommend to watch it? Who would you recommend not to watch it? I see a lot of blood coming out of his head, so it's probably not for the.
It's by one of the dudes who made what's that movie?
What happens in the movie?
I'm trying to remember the name of that movie because it's created by it's a dude. He has fuck.
Oh, it's made by the guy who makes the Crank films, right?
Yeah, it's by the guy who made Crank. So if you're a fan of Crank, you're actually gonna like this film because there's a lot of
Crank.
Or if you're a fan of the Nicolas Cage classic Mom/Dad.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of Crank, there's a lot of scenes that are silly just to be silly. There's a lot of scenes where it's just super duper violent to the point where you're just like, how can they put this on TV?
Well, it's Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
But yeah, you guys could see that the thing flying around him here, like the unicorn. That's a feature of the show.
It's a really good show. I love it. I'm always super entertained by it. The main character is funny. The Patton Oswalt is not as funny as the main character in my opinion, but he's still pretty funny.
I like the guy who plays the main character because my mom loves Law and Order Special Victims Unit, and he used to be the main cop on there. So I like this thought that this is what happened after the cop quit. But yeah,
canon idea.
But I would say having Crank as a point of reference, and I mean the idea that there is an imaginary friend.
Does Happy fuck someone over a mailbox in Chinatown?
No.
Spoilers.
He's a flying unicorn and the imaginary friend of a little girl. Why would he fuck somebody over the mailbox in Chinatown?
But I will say this. You know how their contrasting personalities are? Mm-hmm. Throughout half the season 1, they start to rub off on each other.
Oh no.
So halfway throughout the season 1, Happy gets a little bit more.
Happy gets benevolent.
Yeah, Happy gets a little bit benevolent.
But yeah, well, what I'm like, when eventually the cop transfers Happy back to the little girl, and then you have this pretty much matured and no longer PG imaginary friend floating around the little girl and cursing like a sailor and whatnot.
Shut the fuck up, kid. Let's go watch Ratatouille.
I mean, I would, but that is a big spoiler. I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end.
The end sounds like pretty much a big spoiler.
But yeah, so Happy, go watch it. I know it's on Netflix.
Yes, it is.
So you guys got a way to watch it. Anyways, what's your media, Maximilian?
What was my? I believe this was my media. Yeah, big surprise. Nobody saw that one coming. So yes, How to Train Your Dragon 3, the final one. properly. I mean,
don't jinx it.
I just wanted to say, I mean, everybody was like, hey, Toy Story is perfectly finished as a trilogy.
Yeah, just saying,
And
is it? Yeah, let me just say this, because he was out getting snacks, because we picked the best day to go see the movie when not only was there a strike going on, it was the premiere of the new Jordan Peele horror movie, Us, so the movie theater was packed, and we were like standing in line waiting for tickets, and we were like, wait, we could buy them online, and with two very chatty ladies constantly asking him, have you bought the tickets? Have you bought the tickets? And it's like, we're not getting you any. Why do you care?
Especially you sit there like, oh, buy 4 tickets for the 4 of us. And which movie are you even seeing? Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, we are in How to Train Your Dragon. What? Never heard of it.
It was just like, yeah.
This is a weird interaction.
Oh no, it was. But then, like, he was out getting the snacks, and I was sitting there watching the trailers, getting shushed at by kids. Because I was shushing them because they're loud little shits. But, like, yeah, we picked a great screening. But, like, the first trailer before this movie that is the finale of a franchise, a beloved franchise, was the trailer for Toy Story 4. Is that an omen? I feel like that's an omen.
A real trailer, or like
no,
the trailer
it was the Key and Peele little carnival toy one where it's like, to infinity and your mom, that one.
Yeah.
Where they're being really meta of like, why are we making a Toy Story 4?
Which, on the one hand, gives me hope, but at the same time, it's like, if you guys know that there is no good reason for this to exist, why are you making it anyways? I mean,
that's what I wanted to, like, real quick. How do you guys feel about Toy Story 4 based on what you've seen so far?
Skeptic
real quick.
optimism.
Yeah,
like, the thing is, he said this the other day when we were drinking coffee, like, sorry to upstage you, but it's like, it's good that they're not showing footage in the way that's a general way trailers should be, is that they don't reveal a lot. However, given the movie is coming out, this year, I feel a little bit wary that this is Pixar has released 2 teasers so far that says basically bupkis about the movie. I mean, like, I don't want stuff to reveal a lot, but I would like a little taste of what we're going to get, even if it's like a random scene in the movie.
I disagree.
What?
I'm happy for them showing what the tone will be.
I don't think these 2 trailers really display a good tone. If that's the tone of the movie, I feel like it just makes the movie more useless, because it seems like both
fair. Yeah, okay.
Teasers,
the tone,
both teasers are like these very like goofy things, and that's not bad. But it's like
Toy Story has depth.
Yeah, it has depth, and if you're gonna just make a goofy little thing with Toy Story characters, just do one of those fucking ABC specials you've been doing for years ever since Toy Story 3's been over. Why do we need a full theatrical film besides So I don't know. I would be content with either something showing the tone better, or at least like a little bit of the movie, rather than being lied to in the trailers of what I'm going to go see.
Yeah. I mean,
There's there's a balance that can be there, and it's not being made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragons.
But to also answer Wolf's question here with how do I feel? At this point I am still willing to give Pixar a bit of Vertrauensvorschuss, trust and advantage allowance. Giving them a bit of a trust allowance, because so far Pixar has probably only made 1 bad movie.
We talking about Cars too?
Yeah, and some people would argue Good Dinosaur's not that good.
Oh, this was Pixar, wasn't it?
Yeah, I liked it, but it's like the worst they do is mediocre.
But it is like but that's the thing, and it is their absolute flagship franchise. It's like Toy Story is what brought them on the map. I don't think they will ruin it. I cannot imagine them jeopardizing the Pixar franchise. So I'm still skeptical about what they're going to do with it story-wise. I mean, they can basically just jerk out a new story with new characters having new adventures, but
I mean, that looks like what they're gonna do.
Probably more of the same.
Toy Story 4, we go into Mommy's Drawer.
But yeah, the storyline, anything involving Andy is over.
Yeah, Andy is gone.
Yeah,
right, at the end of 3, Andy is gone.
So now little girl adventures. If they have an original idea, I will be on board with it, even if it's silly. That they
finally see a return of Sid. We got the little bit of him as the garbage man in Toy Story 3.
Really?
Yeah, he was the garbage man.
Oh, I didn't.
They even got
him.
his voice actor back just to do the little dan thing.
I didn't.
And he's wearing his old shirt too. Yeah, and that was Sid.
Huh. Now I need to watch Toy Story 3 again.
His torturous thing may still be around because it seems like truckers and stuff put toys on their HUDs.
Oh yeah.
Or that was where the evil guy ended up. Anyway, yes. So Dragons 3, exactly. Talking about a franchise that probably came to its end, whatever. Because they give it a very final tone, not going into any details due to the spoilers. But I would also say it was a good standoff to the franchise. Anybody who is like me, like, oh no, spoilers, there's this white thing. It's there from minute 1. So it's okay, minute 5, whatever. It's not a spoiler that there is this white dragon lady thing going on.
The light fury.
Yes. Besides that, they capture, I would say, the good old fun dynamic. The characters still have all grown up a little bit more since the last movie.
How old are they supposed to be now? Like 18? Old enough to get...
I wouldn't say they've hit their 20s yet. They don't seem like that.
They still come across as... But yeah, they all... surprisingly... I mean, besides Astrid, the rest of the gang has always been kind of just comic relief background guys. I was surprised that what's her the twin girl?
Rough Nut.
Yeah, the Rough Nut, and even the twin brother. The twin brother got Tough Nut. Yeah, Tough Nut got a little bit more screen time, which was like okay. It was a nice running get, but Rough Nut really got. I'm not going where, but she got one
a great
scene.
Moment.
She got one scene. What is she? She's the same voice actress.
She's the same voice actress as Lola Bunny from the Looney Tunes show, the crazy Lola. That's like
basketball Lola, but
Lola. No, it's no problem, Bugs. I just ran over an oil tanker. I gotta go. Bye.
this Babs.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
She got and Tough Nut got a moment where where it was like, okay, she just channeled her old role as Babs, and it was glorious scene. A glorious scene. I loved it.
Also, the villain is really good, and if you guys want to know who plays the villain, it's the guy from Homeland, which he did a really good fucking villain. F. Murray Abraham.
How would you contrast this villain between this movie and the villain from the last movie?
Oh, I know this face. I mean, I assumed that they probably got a familiar character for it.
F. Murray Abraham is also Antonio in Amadeus.
So there's this guy.
Oh, there he is.
This is the villain of How to Train Your Dragon 3.
I know this is your media, but I'm just going to say this. We watched it together, so
it's true.
To me, DreamWorks' biggest hit and miss is their villains. Because I could say, like, Pixar has had a pretty good consistency with villains. DreamWorks hasn't.
Well, they're all surprise villains. Hey-oh!
I mean, like, even their best franchise, because Kung Fu Panda to me is their best franchise. 2 out of the 3 villains are kind of the worst parts of the movie, because they're just so forgettable. Like, who remembers the first villain?
No, the first one, but it was a fun thing, because you mentioned this also the other day, and yes, I do not remember who the villain of the third one is. Still not. I have still no clue.
I couldn't remember the name. I just knew him as the Jade Swingy guy. And then, but we remember the Peacock villain just perfectly. Yeah. But then, you know, I would say like the villains in Dragons are okay. You know, they're what you expect. But this one was great, just charismatic and and actually threatening, and I loved it. He's
Just
right.
look at his face. Look at his face.
Now imagine the voice coming out of that face.
Isn't this a late night
Anyway,
villain?
your opinions about the movie.
Yes. So, good send-off to the franchise. It basically it very much continues in the spirit where the second one left off. I mean, setup is that Hiccup is just still on a free dragons from evil greedy humans trip, and therefore kind of draws attention to Burke. Big surprise.
If you're swarming with dragons like flies.
And yeah, from there on, adventures happen. A bit more of growing up is happening.
I drink through
Yeah,
water.
I would say a good send-off. If you haven't seen the first two ones, I have.
No idea how you can watch this.
Yes, I mean, they're all fantastic, so if you haven't watched How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, fucking watch them. I love them all. A fantastic franchise, and with the third one, as I said, good send-off. I would say it does what a send-off needs to do. It doesn't leave you with a sequel teaser or anything at the end.
Everything just comes to a
It
like
has a great
satisfying
sense
close.
of finality.
Yeah, it has a finality is a good thing. I mean, I started joking about how sequels to it could look, and it's all pretty much horrible.
Where it's like the modern descendants, and it's like the dragons can finally come back. They have
Shush.
to. What, you were the one
But you are the one who is not good with not spoiling.
No, you just...
Anyways,
It's the modern era!
it is.
And they said that they've been saying it in all the movies about how only Burkians know dragons exist.
Anyways. So, but yeah, once again, go back to How to Train a Dragon 1 if you enjoy this, continue with 2 if you enjoy it and it's still in cinema, watch number 3 in cinema, or, yeah, it's cool shit. Cool shit, watch it, fun, yeah?
I saw Saber Spark review the movie, and he kept talking about, like, there's a running gag where one of his friends keeps flirting with his mom.
Oh yeah, Jonah Hill's character keeps flirting with Valka, and it's just as bad as you think it is.
But it's thankfully also very low-key even within the movie.
There's another running gag that happens a lot more often, and is a lot more palatable. With Tough Nut.
Oh, yeah.
With T.J. Miller's character. But like, that's the thing about DreamWorks movies. I name the characters after the actors unless like, except for Hiccup. Hiccup stays the same.
Yeah, he is Hiccup.
Yeah, we brought up how apparently Hiccup is my evolution of having a crush on Shaggy.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't support this.
I mean, he has messy brown hair. What else did I bring up why he is Shaggy? I don't know.
Yeah, so we're just going to move on with
Yes.
that.
Next media.
Yeah, next media. Good old Maxie here wanted to show me a thing from his childhood. Isn't there a backstory here about how you thought this movie was from the 80s?
Yeah, I mean, the backstory is basically I grew up with this movie existing as a VHS in my parents' household. And as a small child born in the 80s, I saw this. I never questioned how old it is, and I am just used to it being around since the 80s from my very personal point of view. And
then you showed it to your coworker.
Yes, because there's one scene in the movie where the two characters are in their place, and they're basically like feet up the table. We got rid of our boss, you and me, you and me, you and me. And my sister and I liked to do this whenever our parents left us alone at home. And me and my sister were like sitting down, putting our feet on the table and singing like, finally we are our boss, do you and me, you and me, you and me. And this kind of came up with my coworker. I told him about it, and from there I actually checked up the movie and realized, oh my god, this is not from the 80s, not at all.
In fact, it's from 1941.
Oh.
But yeah, Hoppity Goes to Town, or Mr. Bug Goes to Town, or Bugville, is a movie made by the Fleischer Studios, people who made Betty Boop and Coco the Clown and Popeye and Gulliver's Travels and the Superman shorts and all that. And of course I would like this. I would. This is a film that was meant to be watched by the animation person. But as we were watching this, I was just looking over at him being like, I'm just imagining little Maxie watching this and how it's formed his personality. But it's a cute movie. It is the purest definition of harmless that I've ever seen. Like, it's basically this grasshopper comes back into town, and there's this mean old beetle who wants to take his girlfriend away, which is Honey, the bee that
Honey!
That needs to...
Hey!
Yeah, but surprisingly, we looked it up. There's no Rule 34 of her. Yet, Ambrose, hey, look at that, look at this bee girl.
I will just
immediately.
I will just casually drop this GIF everywhere where I know that Ambrose might see it.
But yeah, so like, there's this mean old beetle with his two henchmen, Mosquito and Mite, and they're constantly trying to, you know, get rid of Hoppity, but also at the same time, their little garden village is being attacked by the human ones, aka humans doing what humans do. And Hoppity's like, we can find a better place, guys, with the most generic sounding 40 voice around. Hey, yeah. Cool, Daddy-O. But like, and then there's like a human musician with this big garden, and if they get a check, they can make the garden better, and they want to move there. So the beetle steals the check, even though they don't know what a check is, and people think Hoppity's dead, and they get foreclosed, and they build a skyscraper, and there's a house in the sky. The bugs keep forgetting that they have wings.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very, like, it's like a Betty Boop cartoon or, you know, old cartoons like that. You can expect that kind of stretchy, weird gags that you would get from that kind of era of cartoons. But
is it kind of slapsticky?
It is slapsticky. But then there's also, like, because it's also animated by the people who did those Superman shorts and the... and Gulliver's Travel and stuff. There's also a lot of more hand-painted things. Because it's not like a 60... Things were so unintuitively animated that it was obvious that they had to hand-paint all of the soft gradients and stuff. And it's just like... It's not like usual animation where there's that light spot of a... Like, you see a background and there's the light spot that's actually the thing being animated.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, he has a clip.
Yeah, best clip.
Oh, here's Max's favorite part.
No, not really, but...
Well, this is a good part. This is just such a random moment.
What the hell is going... I have superpowers now!
No, he's electrified. He runs into a cable.
Can we get copyright from a movie?
I don't know. We need to keep talking, I guess.
But yeah, like, this was such a random moment in the movie where everything else is so soft and cute. But yeah, there's a lot of inexplicable stuff in this
like
movie
this?
because it's a... Oh yeah, in this movie...
Oh no,
the 40s.
It was made in the 40s.
It was made in the 40s.
Okay, here's something to say that people who shouldn't get it. People who get easily triggered because this movie... from the 40s has a blackface gag, 2 Native American gags, and characters carrying rice and going ching chong. But it's a time capsule piece. This is definitely a movie of its time, and it's
It
cute.
was a different time back then.
Yeah.
The entertainment was different.
None of those jokes were meant to be bad taste. I mean, arguably they were in bad taste, but they were not made in bad intention.
But yeah, there was but the more interesting part of this is that I looked up the movie afterwards to be like, you know, when was the movie made? The history behind the release of this movie is more interesting than the movie itself, in that it was released, and then inexplicably, this harmless, safe movie of Hoppity Goes to Town was being refused to be released by a bunch of filmmakers, and the same week it came out, the attack on Pearl Harbor happened.
Oh, that's...
It made only back a quarter of its budget.
in 1940s time, and then finally it got released on VHS in like the 70s. But apparently last 2017 there's a Blu-ray of it now. So if you want a Blu-ray of Hoppity Goes to Town, there you go. But it's cute. Like, that's the best thing to say. It is definitely a movie I can imagine a childhood person watching, and then watching it now being like, God, nostalgia. Like, one of the greatest thing was hearing him at different parts of the movie being like, man, I remember this. It was wholesome.
I haven't watched it in probably 20 years or more even.
I know, but it was so wholesome to share that with you.
Oh,
but
no.
that was my media.
But yeah, let's end this wholesomeness with
the myriad.
There's the real show right there, gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't she seems a bit too girly for your taste, knowing
she probably is, but still.
When you were a little boy, were you like pretty bee lady?
No, I believe I would say Hoppity was too early for my furry awakening to even feed into it.
Were you still at the girls have cooties phase?
Probably. I don't know. I didn't really care about girls.
Or I'm more focused on my Legos.
Probably.
But yes. So, welcome back to question time.
The question time. It's a Q&A.
Since we had Wolfhead on the cast, a lot of people wanted to take up the mantle, the authority of fuck, marry, kill questions. My question to you, Wolf, is how do you feel that people have been trying to steal your title?
I feel like everyone's trying to take my job. Will the real Wolfhead please stand up, please?
But yes, so first, we got a lot of questions today.
Yes.
Okay. RN Trigger Happy asks, if you can get an infinite number of one item, what would it be and why?
Oh, you got the more questions trickling in.
I know there are, but I wanted to pick a random one.
Okay. What did you... Sorry?
By RN Trigger Happy, if you could have an infinite number of one item, what would it be and why? So if you had like a little dimensional cube at your desk and you could pull out one item for eternity from it, what would it be? Can I say money? But would it be the same dollar bill?
Of counterfeit bills.
Yeah, that's the thing. Would it be the same dollar bill?
Ooh, this would backfire quickly.
But
wouldn't it?
What would I pick?
I have my answer, but...
What's your answer?
Then go.
A physical fuck. That way you can give it and take it away.
So just the word fuck?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like if you're trying to like convey to somebody that you care about them, you could pull a fuck out of your pocket and like, this is for you. I give a fuck about you.
Here's one thing you're overlooking there, Wolf.
What?
If you have an infinite number of fucks to give, the individual fuck you give becomes very, very worthless.
Oh, no.
Then giving a fuck, if you give a fuck about something, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
I mean, a wise man once said, the fuck you give is equal to the fucks you make. See, you're not a Beatles fan, so you wouldn't understand. Yeah.
This is just a sign cast. Anyways,
if you wanted to describe the podcast in one word.
Other objects for us to pull out of the...
Okay, you know what? I would pull out batteries.
Why batteries?
Because we had so much fun with the goddamn controller of my TV. Like, I have this beautiful big smart TV.
That doesn't even have a power button on the TV, so we had to unplug it. But no, the first day I was here, we were like, we're going to watch some Netflix. It's going to be nice. The TV's battery runs out. Then we try to replace it with another pair of batteries. That runs out, and we don't have any other AAA batteries in the house.
And we're like, okay.
And it's 9 o'clock at night.
And we're like, okay, let's watch on the laptop instead. And it was a national holiday.
Yeah,
so we literally, unless going to a gas station or something.
But yeah, no, I would pull out batteries for this reason. One, it's very useful. Two, I could open up the batteries and throw acid at my enemies.
You are just straight up evil.
I'm not evil. If someone comes into my room and tries to attack me, I can throw battery acid.
Battery.
Yeah, throw battery acid. No, I would just start taking out batteries and just casually while I'm working, just get a glass and filling it up with battery acid, and then just have it there waiting like the knife I always keep at my desk. And then I do keep a butcher's knife at my desk at all times.
And Brad comes in, hey honey, have you seen...
and
oh, my jugular.
But no, like, I'm just saying.
Golden Fox is living a very, very risky life. I mean, you have a butcher's knife on your desk at all time, planning to have an acid glass.
It's the one that I wrote your name on.
Yeah.
We don't need context for that story. But no, like...
all right.
It could just be I'm too lazy to clean the knife and put it away. But no, if I had a cup of battery acid, I should not be saying that while holding a cup of water I'm drinking.
Oh shit, okay.
And just keep it safe. That's my answer. What's yours?
And I want to have infinite off. Money is too boring. I mean, eh.
Well, it's...
Also, infinite money.
Infinite deal with it glasses.
Infinite what?
The deal with it glasses.
No, you only need one pair of deal with it glasses. This is perfect. Like, what?
Infinite ferrets.
Also, no. I mean, first of all, what would I do with all the previous ferrets if I pull
Throw
a new one out? What? No. At least this is the first. This is already the point where I would not get anything living out of it.
This is a hard question.
This is a hard question. I mean, I have only one item to pick for infinity. I mean, a few years back I might have said Skittles, but...
Become a walking Skittle commercial where it just starts raining Skittles and it never stops.
I don't want to eat anymore.
What's wrong with Skittles? No one's forcing you to eat the Skittles all the time. It's something that you could casually snack on.
So yeah, I would like to have something else. Oh, maybe just chips. Or sticks, because that's the thing. I like eating chips. I eat a lot of chips, and yeah, and just instead of having to get new bags, especially the bags are the things that they're.
And also think of the money you'll save on like buying chips.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I still have to measure myself in eating them. Yeah, and just having this box with fresh chips, so that I always have fresh chips. Always, I want a snack on the evening on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just saying this logic. I know that it could only be one type of battery. It would be AAAs, because those are always the ones you don't have.
Okay, next question. We spend a lot of time on this one.
Yeah, next question is, let's start with our first fuck, marry, kill question from Denim. Fuck, marry, kill. Milk, eggs, and butter.
Oh, I hate this fuck, marry, kill, because I still don't know my answer. I know my answer for each and every one of them.
I know my answer.
Oh, then you go first.
Denim specifically dismantled a cake and then said "fuck, marry, kill."
Yeah,
and
so
I'm just like,
she literally is a baker. So
yeah, so my answer is that I would fuck the eggs.
All right.
Oh, okay, as a woman, I can see how this makes more sense. My mind automatically went to, I would not want to fuck the eggs.
Well, it's just like, I imagine that trying to fuck the butter would just...
It would melt.
Yeah, it would end up melting. And that's just lubricant at that point. And then I would marry... No, I would kill the milk because I'm lactose intolerant anyway. And then I would marry the butter because you know what? If you keep the butter in the fridge, it lasts a long time. And it could spread itself thin for me, like on toast or pancakes or waffles. I'm planning to eat my husband.
The most romantic time of all time.
Well, I don't particularly like eating eggs.
There are entire species evolving around eating the husband, so...
Yeah, so there's my answer. What would you?
Well, let's see. So I guess I have to start with the big one first, because...
The jug of milk?
No, I'm going to, and stay with me guys, I'm going to marry the eggs.
So you're marrying unborn children.
But at some point, no, but here's the thing. Then eventually they will be born, they will grow up because they are chickens, so they grow up a lot quicker, and then I will eventually end up, if I'm patient enough, with some chicks. Then I have because it's plural, it's eggs, then I will have a bunch of hot chicks and maybe a cock. Ooh, this backfired horribly and quickly.
Max, I think she meant the eggs that you get at the store that are already dead. they're not fertilized eggs.
This is not specified. I have fertilized.
What does that imply about the eggs that I'm fucking? Is there going to be a chick coming out of there if I'm not too careful? Putting it in a warm incubator?
Well, that's an interesting development. Okay, I marry the eggs because there might actually be a living creature come out of which will be my companion for later in my life. Or they are dead, and this will be a very, very sad story of me just carrying those dead eggs with me and being like, look, this is my partner.
I named him Reginald.
That's a creepy sight I don't want to see.
Okay, let's see. Okay, now it's easy. Okay, I would fuck the butter because fucking milk, like, wiggling my...
I don't want to fuck the butter. Like...
I mean, I have to fuck one of them, and milk is just wiggling in a liquid.
At least you can imply that maybe it's like a tub of butter, so you have something to stick it in.
Yeah, and that's like, I mean... Yeah, exactly, and milk is like...
You sounded way too invested when I said sticking your dick in a tub of butter.
You just came up with my fuck for that answer. Thank you.
But yeah,
this is some American Pie bullshit.
I'm already fucking. I am already fucking the butter. And, well, I kill the milk by default. I don't have anything against it personally, but I would not marry it, and I would not fuck it. So, Wolf, now you have to answer.
Okay, so I'm fucking this tub of butter.
Okay.
For obvious reasons. And
it was looking at you the right way. that little Indian girl on the what is it? The Nature Lakes butter tub. It's like, hey, how you doing? Do you want to poke at my Hontus? But okay, the eggs in the milk.
I would marry the milk because at least I would always have milk to put in my cereal.
Good thinking.
Yep. And I would kill the eggs because I'm just not a fan of eggs. I'm not a fan of eggs like that.
Eggs.
Fair. And so we have also 3 different answers. I love it. Next question.
Okay.
Next fuck, marry, kill.
From Magical Dude. Would you rather do something you hate for a whole month or give up doing something you love for a whole month? So something you hate or Lent.
And of course, say what it is. Obviously, this one is missing in the question. If there is something, something you hate, or do it for a month. Do something that you hate for a month, or alternatively, would you rather give up something for a month?
This is a tough one because I hate getting up in the morning. So it would imply that I don't get up at all.
Wait, but you hate doing it, so you would have to do it every...
Yeah, so you just keep getting up in the morning.
And this an entire month long. An entire month of just getting up in the morning.
That sounds like the easiest way to get over this challenge. Well, if I give up something I love doing for a whole month, that's giving up, like, playing HOTS for a whole month.
Haven't you already, more or less?
No. Okay. I still play. I play at 3 a.m. alone at night. When no one's up.
What a life.
And I know, I live the high life. But, or giving up doing the podcast for a month, and that would just be sad. So I guess I'll just do something I hate for a month, and I guess that would just be like, I don't know, eating fish.
Ooh.
Now I'm just imagining Keyframe with like
an entire month of just cooked salmon.
I was thinking more like you eating the head of a halibut, like a freaking barbarian, just biting the head off of it.
I'm sorry, I'm crying while sucking the bone marrow out this tail.
But yeah, Wolf, do you have an answer yet, or do you want to go last?
You go ahead.
Okay. My answer, surprisingly enough, is the opposite. I would go with, I would give up on something that I love for a month, because often enough you have a lot of habits that are holding you back, like Twitter, for example.
Oh yeah, I already did that.
Yeah, and or other stuff where you love, like me earlier, chips. I love eating chips, but they are not healthy. So giving up chips for a month might actually be my benefit, and it forces you to look for alternatives, to think about something else. So there might actually come something good out of giving something up.
Or you replace an addiction with another addiction.
Well, it might backfire, obviously, and I'm a hedonist. I don't want to do something I don't want to do something I hate for an entire month. I mean, come on.
I hate that Atlier brought up Key listen to country for a month. No, listen specifically to that Kid Rock. Listen specifically to Kid Rock for a whole month. I already did that. It's called the 8 years of my formative life. Thanks, Mom. But what about you, Wolf?
Are you joining Team A and Y or Team Key on this particular question? Huh?
I'm joining Team A and Y because I feel like if I stop, exactly what you said.
Die. Bye. Anyway, what would be the thing that you would give up that you love?
Well, it's for a month. It's not forever.
Yeah.
I would give up just like you know those little skits on the freaking the Twitter I do. I would give that up for a month. I can see myself doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's nifty. Now, next question from Mary Kill, whoever this person is. We're just
Never heard
bouncing
of him
between
in my
actual
life.
questions and fuck, Mary Kills. Just because I'm a guest doesn't mean I can't do my job. Fuck, Mary Kill. Fry from Futurama, Homer Simpson from The Simpsons, or Hank Hill from King of the Hill. Ew. I know my answer for kill.
I know my answer as well.
But yeah, so I guess Max, you go first. Fine.
Okay, I guess I can go first. Let's see. Not as easy. I guess.
I want you to fuck Hank Hill for some reason. I just think that would be hilarious.
Do you think I know what a goddamn JPEG is?
But here's the thing. With King of the Hill, I haven't really watched a lot. I recall that the characters are
they're very slow.
Yeah, all of them. This is nothing I want to be stuck with for life, and it's also nothing where I can expect to have a happy fun time in bed. So even if I have already the suspicion that this will be a civil answer from everybody, I'm going to kill Hank Hill. Mm-hmm. Now it gets actually tricky. I mean, on the one hand, I would say...
You got two flavors of stupid, my friend.
I know.
One's at least not middle-aged and bald.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That is a good point.
I have a tendency to say fuck Fry because he's younger, more energetic, probably knows what to do, and but then I would be stuck with humor for the rest of my life. So I probably... would fuck Homer because he has 3 kids. He at least knows the basics. We know that Fry got together with girls, but we never really know if he was very efficient. I mean, we have this one episode where at his funeral, and the girls, all the ladies are like, "Oh, he was great at chaka chaka," and the other like, "Yeah." So I guess I marry him because at least I get pizza delivered then in time.
Didn't he...
quit this job, yes.
Yes.
Next one.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to kill Hank Hill. Because, no. I will marry Homer. Because just saying, this boy has 35 seasons of a goddamn show. Can you imagine his royalty checks? Dude must be swimming in money.
That's a good point. Money digger as always, or gold digger as always.
Keyframe always trying to run off with somebody's money in the
Yes.
And then I would fuck Fry because Fry was one of my crushes as a kid.
Oh, what's he know?
Yeah, because he's such a good boy. I mean, if I would marry Fry if I picked with my heart, but I'm picking with my financial stability. Fry is my side man.
Yeah, but I marry Fry because he's a pro to hang out with. No? You can play video games with him. Try this with Homer. Anyways, Wolf, your answer to your own question.
I had an answer set up for a while. So I'm gonna kill Hank Hill because I've never seen a King of the Hill episode.
Then why'd you pick Hank Hill?
I'm gonna kill Hank Hill. Like, the setup with Hank is like, the thing is like, he's very stubborn and stuck in his ways, and that's not attractive, no matter which way you spin it. And I'm gonna fuck Homer Simpson because I don't know if you guys have seen that episode where Family Guy comes in and the car wash scene.
Are you gonna say he's dummy thick?
Your boy is dummy thick.
God damn it!
Marge doesn't know what to do with all that, man. He's mine now.
But only for one night?
I mean, am I consistently fucking him? Does this fuck ever end?
Maybe, that's an interesting question. We never specified that. But let's say it's more than...
Death by dummy thick snoo.
Yeah, but okay, maybe it's more than one night. But okay, it's fair.
And I'd marry Fry because I seriously believe that... Here's the thing. Fry is dumb. Homer is stupid. And there's a difference. I feel that Fry is smarter than Homer. I legitimately think so. And I think Fry's romantic gestures are just better than Homer's.
I mean, the one time it worked, sadly it got destroyed by time shenanigans, but the one time it worked, Leela married him on the spot.
I think that was the last episode of Futurama where, like, they actually got married, but then they had to go back into another dimension or something.
They got married and lived their full life, and then Farnsworth comes back and it's like, I found a way for us to go back. And they were like, yeah, let's do it over again.
Oh, yeah.
That was so sweet.
There were so many episodes where they actually lived happily ever after. The parallel dimension in the box. There's also the one where they live happily ever after.
I mean, the actual finale of the show before they rebooted it like 5 times was like, you know, just a beautiful little thing with the holophone, and it's like they were a good couple. And if you marry them, you're breaking them apart.
No, this is fine. This is fine. No, but
Leela will find somebody else.
I mean, I know we're already on this question for a while, but just to throw in a modifier. To which degree would it change if we replace Hank Hill from King of the Hill with Bob from Bob's Burger? There is another dad in family history, and I would say he's different enough from Fry and Homer that we cannot have the family argument.
I would kill Homer and marry Bob, because Bob is also, if you remember, Archer.
Oh, but gold digging anymore.
I'm not gold digging anymore. Archer's cool.
But Bob is Archer?
Yeah, there was a whole Archer
voice actor.
Yeah, and not only is it the same voice actor, they had a thing where Archer realizes that he was like had amnesia or brainwashed or something, that he's actually Bob. And then he kills his whole fake family.
Yes, I actually remember this now.
Yes, but
I never got this joke. Now I understand it.
But yeah, also Bob just seems like a really, like, he's the only decent dad on like that animation Fox Network kind of stuff, because Peter's an awful person. They turned Homer into an awful person. Fry doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, Bob doesn't seem that bad.
Well, yeah,
makes it a bit more difficult to pick, doesn't it?
Yes, but anyway, we've been on this question for a long time. From Nightfall asked a question for once. For the Wolf Boy.
Oh boy.
What video of yours do you think is the best, or what video of yours do you think is the worst? You can do both or one. Either one would make me a happy squeak lord.
Oh. All right. Well, let's see. Which video is the best and which video is the worst? The best video that I've ever done, in my own opinion, that took a long time to edit, is the one where... Oh, shit.
Yes.
Is the one where me and a couple of my friends, Logic is here, Snickerman, shout out to those guys, read a fan fiction called Nightmare Poon or something like that.
Oh, and actually one of Logic's questions is, has ANY or Keyframe seen Wolfhead's Nightmare Poon video?
No, but
that's one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
That is my favorite one because it's just so funny. I believe Logic showed it to Brett, and Brett just keels over laughing every time he freaking sees it.
So what?
And
I'm guessing this is a Klopfic?
But
It is a Klopfic, but it's so silly that you're like, is this a Klopfic that we can take seriously?
But this is the right video I found here, right?
Yes, that is the right.
with Patrick and
Papyrus
Sans
and
Papyrus,
Sans.
okay.
And Waluigi hiding behind the watch later thing.
Okay, that's a thing that happened. Okay, and your least favorite video?
My least favorite video, in my personal opinion, is my channel trailer.
Oh,
because
just go to the home. Let's watch that.
yeah, listen to how I sound.
Okay, turn it up so we can hear how he sounds.
On my channel, I do quite an assortment of things. One prime example is
You can
that
tell
I
I'm
react to
reading
Brony
from like my
content, stream video
phone
games,
because like I
every
actually had to
Saturday.
do a script.
Stop moving!
Oh no, it's probably edited stuff, like cut together stuff. Oh,
The content
here
such
you
as-
always
Yeah, that's
talk.
me just talking about my channel, but I sound so bland and boring. That's just my own personal take on my own channel.
Oh, that's a reaction.
Something like that. I'd love to wake up and see myself.
Just like Rarity and Mod and...
Anyways.
But yeah, so
yes,
your least favorite one
it's
is
your
that.
channel trailer. Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
what an easy question. You know what? Let's spread it to us. What's your least favorite video on your channel?
I guess I go to my channel now.
Yeah, well,
All of your pony videos.
Nah, no. No, actually not. I have a lot of proud stuff there. I mean, I actually considered doing a top 5 yay name my own videos video. Am I giving anything away when I show my back end? I probably should have gone to my actual trailer, but yeah, there's not really secrecy.
What-
One more Terraria video coming.
what would you hide?
I don't know. But yeah, how do I go to my own channel?
Just go to click your...
Here,
click
my
your-
channel.
Yeah,
Yay! Okay,
videos.
videos. So,
Let's go by your most popular.
Oh,
probably will hate
it's-
that. I probably will hate it. What's my most popular?
what is your most
Your
popular?
meat- The
Of
ale.
course, of course. Oh, but then again, I liked the Meet Demo Man.
Our little shenanigans video is your second most popular.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, I mean, going by being big for no reason, I would say I probably hate this one because it's a straight up reaction video, and I mean this is mean to say in the presence of Wolfhead, who does reaction videos, but I'm not a fan of reaction videos, especially when they are not hypercuts. Hypercuts I'm A-okay again with, like the analysis Brony's react. I'm not sure, do you do hypercuts or full length reactions?
Like uncut reactions.
Understandable.
No, but which one do you do, Wolf? Full length or?
I do the full length. I like
Okay.
react to every single thing.
So don't take it personally when I say like, yeah, this is a format I cannot, in good conscience, approve of because it does barely respect fair use at all.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a video I did. Also, it's a reaction video. It's it got far too much attention for that. It's also probably only be this popular because I react to Silverquill, and it's not even my original. Nah. It's like it's always a little bit of a sad thing when it is popular because you attach a different name to it.
Yeah.
Other stuff, but oh my god, what happened here?
You had puffy hair.
What happened to you?
Oh yeah. No, but in general, I would probably say if I don't pick a single video, but a general altogether, my entire first reaction phase, where I just sat down right after watching a video and talking about it off the cuff with just a few notes for 10 minutes. It was an incredibly lazy format. It was a format that burned a lot of my viewers because while they're not unsubbed, they stopped watching. Which is even worse because then YouTube just hides me from them.
Yeah.
Well, I still have those big subscriber numbers. It's just a lie. So I would in general say I dislike those. Now, what's my favorite one? That's a tricky question. I actually, while I see it here, I actually really am a big fan of.
That one's one of my favorites.
Yeah, the Flim and Flam one, because I still think that the turn at the end where I'm like, and when you are supporting Applejack in this episode, you are you are standing in the face you are the conservatives who hinder progress. You are the people who basically are against free internet and shit. I like those videos where I do convoluted arguments. So that's good shit, and this is new enough that it even has a new OC, doesn't it? Yes, that's already the new one. That's good. Yeah, so I might just pick this out of random because I have far too many videos. Like, how many does it say? Somewhere over 300 by now. Keyframe!
Okay, well, yeah. So I don't have as many videos on my channel.
But no,
It's just Keyframe. There you go.
Yeah.
There she is.
But yeah, the thing is, the content I've been making recently, like since like especially like the Ask video, is stuff I'm really proud of. But least favorite, I have two. One is because I did comic dubs, and I did like doing them because it was a great way to interact with voice actors. But I'm not a fan of doing them now. Unless they're like really long, like the one that you were in. Because that one was like a 5-minute long video. But one of my least favorites is this little Undertale one I did, which was like an inconsequential tiny one. Mostly because it's the most watched video on my channel because it's fucking Undertale.
What is it now?
It has 100K views.
Which...
Oh, that's...
Oh, yeah, ooh.
But like...
That's disheartening.
Oh, but look, our video is at 80K. I didn't notice that. But like, I thought it was just a cute little comic dub because I really like the artist. So I was like, yeah, I'll make that. Didn't think it would blow up like that, and I wish it wasn't the video that was the most popular. But the other one is not even on my channel. Not that I made it. It's one that I was a part of, and I'm not going to say who it was or who did it, but no, it wasn't you.
Oh, okay.
It was a review of Twilight's Kingdom, like the season 4 finale, and I didn't like working on that one because the guy who I was collaborating with was trying to write for me, and I hate it when people do that to try to write my opinions. And I'm like, I'm fine with gags and stuff, but I don't write stuff without like consulting me about how I would act and think. I guess the other thing is the only other thing I could think of is some TF2 videos that I don't like. But that's not saying a ragging on the TF2 series. It's just a thing of, it's a bunch of different writers, so there's stuff that I like and I'm proud of and to be in, and then other stuff where I'm like, I don't feel like I was written right. And I had the right to be honest. But my favorite videos...
Oh, here we go.
I have two.
Oh boy.
One is the Changeling Queen. Oh. That was such a fucking endeavor to make because it's a lot of audio making and soundscaping. It's probably objectively one of the best things I've ever made. And it's a 41-minute video that I made on my potato 14-year-old computer. And it took, I think, like 20 hours to render because my computer was that shitty. But I made it, and I love it, and I love the fact that it's in my top 5 most popular videos. I feel like that's a nice. And then, the other video I'm really proud of is probably Cutie Map. I still go back and watch it. It's I only watch 4 videos from my channel rewatching that's not recent. It's usually my most recent videos, but that's the one I go back to because I feel like even though my editing was a bit rougher, it was the first video that I felt like I really put in a lot of effort. I loved doing the visuals. I loved what we talked about. And it really was the thing that I enjoyed doing with reviews, and that was not giving a synopsis and just talking about the points and cutting the stupid synopsis bullshit so many people do.
You mean reviewing instead of giving a synopsis?
And there's a reason that so many people like my point in the Scaremaster review with Silver, where it was like, yeah, we don't need to do this if people have probably watched the episode anyway. I love seeing the comment section. The reviewers are like, thank you for saying that. Oh, wait, the other thing I'm really proud of.
Not this one? This was editing-wise. I recall you being proud of burning them in the puppets in the fire.
I was proud of that one, mostly because I released it the day before the finale got leaked in England, and we were right about like a third of the things, which I was proud of. But I think my personal favorite video that I would love to remake is my Love Like Luna animatic, because one thing, the Love Like You song is actually like completed now. This was back when it was only like a single verse, and this was like, and I also like this video because I fucking called it that Luna's Little Dream World has orbs before the sister episode.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah, it's a really short video, but I would love to remake it again because I feel like I did a lot better. You can pause it right here, then it's just credits. But like I would love to do this one again, but I'm proud of it because it was really something that I stuck to through and through and finished, and it's good. It's very good.
It's a fully colored animatic, so...
Yeah, I got inspired by ink pots.
Yeah, that's something.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see every day.
But yeah, so that's my answer.
Next question.
Yeah, I think we can do like 2 more questions because we've been going on long. Logic asks, with the new Aladdin movie on its way, I'm curious, what would you guys do with 3 wishes, and would you free the genie? So let's just do 1 wish to shorten this, and also would you free the genie? Would you free Will Smith genie?
Ooh.
God, I think we would all free Robin Williams genie. I care about the Robbie boy. I want him to be free, but I have no alignment towards Will Smith. We watched Shark Tale this weekend. We watched it because I wanted to see if he would think it's worse than Joseph King of Dreams, which is one of his least favorite movies, and he was like, and it was like, this is bad in a completely different way.
Yes.
But no, I think my wish would be the ability to teleport whenever I want, so I would never have to get on a plane ever again.
Good one. Good one.
So you wish for an ability. That's a tricky way to use it.
Yeah. So, and you know what? I would free the genie because I feel like being around Will Smith would get tiring after a while because I feel like he would not stop talking about the good old days of Men in Black and Independence Day and Fresh Prince. For all I know, he would just be walking around humming.
Yep, that would get really annoying really fast, yeah.
Poor guy.
Okay, but what about you?
What about me? Wolf, don't you want to go first?
Yeah, well...
No, I still don't have one, dude. You got it. I'm tossing you out there.
You guys can't pick 1 wish.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay.
I don't want it to be boring.
Okay, a wish. A wish I could have.
I wish I was a fish.
That sounds like some Stone in the Sword shit.
Oh.
What Merlin would do.
Wish to never be spoiled for anything ever again. People's mouths just get zipped shut if they start to say a spoiler.
But then we have to be careful. If this genie turns out to be a little bit of a monkey paw, then I hear some kind of tinnitus whenever somebody talks spoiler or something. Stop
or
talking
you have
spoilers, please.
Or you have a memory lapse.
Oh, also that's also. Oh, this might. I mean, I was going for a completely different direction, but this might actually be an interesting wish. To, whenever you get something spoiled ahead of time, like a movie or whatnot, that you lose the memory of it, but you keep the feeling. So, if you get a spoiler for something and it's super shit and you are like, okay, I cannot remember why, but I recall that what I have been told about this movie is like, super shit and I don't want to waste money on the cinema. Or if I get like Infinity Wars and people are like, whoa, dude,
do you know that
ending,
Thanos
like
is
the
purple?
feels and yeah, and then the memory gets filtered and I'm like, wow, I don't know what it is about this movie, but people told me like the feels and I'm like, I need to see this.
I feel like that could fuck you over in the long run, though, because I feel as if because like sometimes people will say something is bad, and then from your own personal perspective, you can actually like it.
That is true. But I mean, I would recall like having a conversation with Keyframe over a movie she already watched and I haven't watched. And she tells me, that's a fun thing. I can then go like, hey, watch this movie. Tell me everything about it, including the ending.
Yeah,
and I'm like, sure. Yes, I have been cursed by a genie to forget all spoilers.
Okay, let me tell you about Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh, right. I might end up... But yeah, I remember that I had a conversation with Key and that the feelings of it, of how she described the movie, were like, she was very enthusiastic about it and I thought it sounded okay, I guess. And this is what I take away from it. And then I can still watch it with
But I
Yeah.
remember something about cat girls, and that was the intriguing part.
It's the only part I care
But
about.
would you
is
free
cat
the
girl.
genie? Would you free Will Smith?
I mean, does he turn into a proper human, or does he stay this CGI abomination?
He stays the CGI abomination.
But
Oh, hell out of here.
But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I actually have not really watched the Aladdin trailer because it was just so meh. I don't even know how he is personality-wise, and
He's
I
Will
guess
Smith.
at the end of the day, I probably would still free him because I don't know if I have I mean, I already got a pretty luxury wish out of it, like not something very essential. Like I wish for a new lung because I have been smoking for 20 years and about to die in the next 10 hours. I mean, I have a complete luxury wish. Like, hey, I don't like spoilers, so how about you do something that I forget the spoilers, but keep the general gist of it. If I approach it with this already attitude, I don't need extra wishes, and so sure, why not use the last wish to set the guy free? I mean, if he doesn't enjoy being basically a slave and to whoever finds the thing and robs the lamb, then yeah, sure, dude, have a life, get out there, have fun.
Okay, what about you, Wolf?
Let's see. Fuck. I would wish for a coffee mug that automatically refills with coffee
This is our infinite item question.
What? This is a special magical item he's describing. This sounds different than the question about a specific magical item we had before.
Yes.
I'm not going to say anything. You know how I...
That's my wish, Keyframe.
Okay, would you free Will Smith?
Yes, because I don't want to fucking deal with him.
Oh boy.
Now, here's the modifier. What if the genie was Jack Black?
Oh, man. All right.
I wouldn't free the genie then.
Oh.
Jack Black is so cool.
I know, that's why I want to keep him around.
Yeah, but why keep him as a slave? Jack Black is cool
Okay,
enough.
he would not be a slave. We would be co-partners, and we would be Tenacious Key.
Way to go.
Hey, Wolf, how
10 out of
how does this make you feel?
I gotta tell you right now,
Yeah?
this makes me feel pretty fucking awkward, if anything.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random grabs. Time for awkward guests. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guests. It's the awkward. Hard work and analysis, which you do not want to miss on awkward.